Now, it's my turn. My turn, pimp. Yeah. Yeah, get your mind right. What's your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show is Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago PD.
How we doing?
What's up, man?
Marquay, what's up, big bro?
What's up?
Yeah, man, I heard you a big Chicago PD fan, dog. I appreciate that energy, bro. That means a lot.
Yeah, you motivate me a lot. I want to be an actor myself.
You want to be an actor?
Yes, sir.
Man, well, let's claim that, man. Man, you acting, man. You look like an actor to me.
So right now, I'm just recording this little segment for a little sound piece. So just start telling me like a little bit about yourself so we can get that for audio. Go ahead and get started.
I guess I can start off. I'll first start off with introducing myself.
Yeah.
So greetings, I am Jeremiah Smoots, a soon-to-be South Carolina High School graduate / math scholar.
You can keep going. I'll be right back. We're just getting this for audio real quick, so you can just keep doing your part. And then once you're done, Mark, you can go next, all right?
Is it my turn?
No, it's my turn. My turn, pimp. Yeah. Get your mind right. Go ahead, you can smile, man. Ain't nothing against smiling. You gotta act like you respecting everything. You don't know me. No, I do. I just walk in, interrupt. How y'all doing, man? What's up, fellas?
I'm doing good.
Okay, which one is Jeremiah?
That's me.
My man. Parkway?
Yes, that's me.
What's up, boy?
Yes, what's up?
Look like one of my favorite fighters, Larry Holmes. Heavyweight champ. Yeah. And we got another special guest. What's up, Sam? How you doing?
Steve, what's up? You the man, baby.
Been a minute, man. I met you before.
Yeah. You did some special things for me. You changed my life.
Oh, wow.
This book behind me is all you. It's my first national release. So
really?
Yeah, it's called A Greater Story. It's about some things that you did for me. The whole book is about that.
Wow. Well, we're gonna get to that, find out what that is, man. It's
sure.
Always a benefit to me when I see people whose paths I've crossed and I mattered to them. You know, I've always kind of asked God. A long time ago, I asked God if he could just help me become a person so that I matter. Yeah. I didn't know how. I just wanted God to make me matter. You know, I wanted to be somebody, man. I was young, poor. We didn't have nothing. We was growing up on a block that was full of crime and hardship and poverty. And I didn't know exactly what I wanted. I wanted to be a TV star, but I didn't really know how I was going to get there. But one thing I did know, I just wanted to matter. Yeah. I wanted to be a person, man, that when I walked into the room, man, it meant something to somebody in that room. And so when I meet people like yourself who've crossed paths with me and then you tell me something like that, it really reminds me of how gracious God has been to me, man, how life fulfilling of all my dreams he has been a part of. And God is still doing stuff for me, man, and doing stuff for me on levels, man, I I don't even know how I get to some of the places I end up.
Yeah.
But we'll get into a little bit about that. You let me go down here and meet Jeremiah. How old are you, man?
I'm 17.
So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I attend South Carolina High School. I'm about to graduate from there soon. I will be attending Morehouse College in the fall.
Going to Morehouse.
Sir.
Morehouse, baby.
Morehouse.
Hey, man. Yeah. My son-in-law went to Morehouse, and my 2 oldest sons went to Morehouse. Yeah, they house men.
Yes, sir.
Samuel L. Jackson went to the house. Spike went to the house. I know a bunch of boys. Morehouse is a great institution, man.
Thank you.
So what you going down there to study?
I will be studying business on the pre-med track because I want to become an emergency medicine physician.
Pre-med.
Yes, sir.
You read that good?
Yes, sir. And if I don't, I'll learn to.
Yeah, I couldn't have made it as no doctor, dog. Your reading comprehension got to be outstanding. Congratulations, man. That's pretty big.
Thank you.
All right, let me find out. If you could ask me something, what would you ask me?
I personally believe that we learn from our mistakes and the mistakes of others. So, what is your biggest mistake, Mr. Harvey?
Oh, man. I'm going to tell you something, man. I probably have about 52 of my biggest mistakes to choose from.
A whole deck of cards.
Yeah, boy. I was dealt all of them. I was dealt all of them, man. I've made some major ones in my life, man. If I had to pick the biggest mistake I've made, man, was trying to fit in where I didn't belong. It's the biggest mistake I made, man. Trying to be something for somebody else that I wasn't to myself. Man, oh man, oh man. Running with the wrong crowd when I knew good and well that crowd wasn't for me. Putting my dreams and visions of what I saw for myself, put it on the back burner, trying to be something somebody else wanted me to be. And every last one of them times I did that, I got into trouble. My biggest mistake, man, was not honoring my dreams and visions. That was my biggest mistake, man. I put my dreams and my visions, what God showed me for myself, on the back burner, trying to be something for somebody else, man. I can't even tell you, man, how that cost me in my life, man. Oh, man, I wish I had never done that. But I got it on track, because no matter how many mistakes you make, God is a forgiving God. God will give you the opportunity to get it right. He don't ever say, you made a mistake, you finished. He never does that. I don't care how many mistakes you make. God is a forgiving God. He will forgive you over and over and over again. But you in turn have to do the same thing for somebody else. I don't care how many times somebody come and ask you for your apology, accept their apology, you got to accept it. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. That's the Lord's Prayer, man. That's why it's important to say that.
Amen.
And I had to learn that, man, because I sometimes would make a mistake and fall off the bike and feel like I couldn't get back up on the bike because I had fell off the bike. You're going to fall off the bike, partner. Ain't nobody ever got a bike and ain't fell off of it. Who you know got a bike and ain't fell off the bike? He wasn't riding it. If you got a bike and you ain't ever fell off the bike, you wasn't riding it. Or you wasn't trying to ride and fly like me. I'm jumping over boxes, riding in ditches, coming over garbage cans. I was doing it all, partner. And so you gonna fall and get back. You got to get back up. That my biggest mistake, man, was not following the road that God had set in front of me and getting off my path, trying to go some path for some people that wasn't mine. See, I'm pretty sure, man, if you go into Morehouse and you want to be in pre-med, you've had a lot of people tell you, oh, man, what you doing that for?
Yeah.
Nobody want to do all that.
Yeah.
you stay into the course. And the course, let me say something to you. It's gonna get more challenging. It's gonna get more challenging from here. You 17, you finna go to college. College is hard, man. College is hard. It's easy for some people that's just naturally very high IQ and can process stuff like that. But for the average person, man, college is hard because you're going to be free to make some other decisions now. And you got to get smart. See, we sent a couple of boys to Morehouse. We done been to court with some boys that we sent to Morehouse. Them boys got charges pressed on them down at Morehouse because they got down there and they got in the situation, man, because right across the street from Morehouse is the hood. It's the hood, man. It's deep thick right there.
Yeah.
It ain't no you don't see it. It's across the street. You got an institution of higher education and learning, and you got the projects right there. And it's popping off over there, man. And it don't take but 15 steps and you on either side. And you got to constantly make decisions at Morehouse. My sons had to make decisions at Morehouse. But as you grow, it's going to become more challenging because you got to understand something. The devil has one mission, only one mission, and that is to rob you of your destiny, to make sure that you don't get to the place that God has intended for you. That's his only mission. The devil don't care if you get money. He don't care if you get a big car. He don't care if you get a nice house. He don't care if you get a bunch of women. He don't care. As long as he robs you of your destiny, as long as he gets you off track, he'll use a girl to get you off track. He'll use a big house to get you off track. He'll give you the car to get you off track. He gonna show you the money to get you off track. The devil only got one job, man. It's to rob you of your destiny. Your job is to stay on the track. And when you fall off the track, you gotta go to God, get the strength to get back up on the track. But you're in a good path, man. Marquay, how you doing, man? How old are you?
I'm 14. I'm doing good today, sir.
Yeah. What kind of school you go to?
I go to Paul Lawrence Dunbar High School here in Baltimore, Maryland.
You up in the thick, man. You up in there. You up in there where it get right. That's the kind of school I went to, man. Tell me a little bit about your school situation, man. How you doing in school?
Right now, since the coronavirus, my grades went up. When I was in school, I couldn't concentrate because I went through a lot of bullying and stuff like that. And like, I just didn't do well. And I always was focusing on the negativity. And I used to stuff like that because I used to always get picked on and stuff. So now, since the coronavirus happened, I went from all Fs and stuff like that. Now I have all A's and B's now.
What?
Yep, all A's and B's, sir. And now, it's very important to me now because I felt like I wasn't going to move on to the next grade because I used to because I felt like I didn't feel safe in my school.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to even walk in that school because all the bullying was going on and people would just sit there and let it happen, especially the administrators and the principal and stuff like that. So ever since the coronavirus, my life has been good. And it's been a great opportunity.
But you know something, man? I mean, listen to yourself for a minute. A lot of people take this quarantine and this virus, and it's like the old philosophical way of thinking. You can either look at a glass half full, or you can look at that same glass and say it's half empty. It's how you view it. So what you've done is an amazing thing in the middle of what a lot of people are considering a crisis. You're actually in the middle of something and turning it into a miracle. You go from all F's to all A's and B's because you took advantage of this downtime. Now, there's a lot of people losing their mind in this quarantine and this coronavirus, but you've managed, man, to flip your mental switch and make a positive in. So that says a lot about you, man. You're a smart guy and you're a thinker, you dig? And see, a lot of cats, man, done took this situation and let it bury them. Man, I got some partners I call, man, I'm so sick of being in this house. But dog, you were sick of going to work too, though. Now you home, you can relax and refresh Now, okay, you were sick of going to work. You hate your job. I got a partner in Cleveland, call me all the time.
Right.
Man, it's easy for you to say that you handling the quarantine. You got a big ass house. All right, well, whose fault is that, dog? What you mad at me for? You mad at me because I got a bigger house? Maybe I have a bigger house because I didn't complain so much about the little one I had.
Ooh.
See, so sometimes, man, in the middle of a darkness, when you show gratitude, see, that's a principle of success that most people miss out on, Marquay. See, a lot of people don't understand. The more grateful you are, the more things God will give you to be grateful for. But if you complain about all of your circumstances currently, why would he give you some more circumstances to complain about? You see, that's how it works, man. It's the law of attraction. So let me ask you something, Marquay. What if you could ask me something, what would you ask?
So my question to you, Mr. Harvey, is in order to be great, right, you have to go through tough times. This school year I have been bullied, robbed, and a gun pointed to my head.
Okay.
How can I remain focused when these type of situations happen to me?
You say, how can you remain focused?
Yes.
Well, you say you've been bullied, right? You say you used to hate walking in that classroom, right?
Yes, sir.
And then somehow in the middle of all of that, you messed around and went from all F's to all A's?
A's and B's, yes, sir.
Okay, now I'm finna teach you something about yourself, Marquay, that you probably didn't know. Number one, you are a survivor. You have something inside of your chest that's bigger than you thought it was. You got big heart, man. You got a big heart, and it beat so strong. You a survivor. You got a big heart, man. You strong. You stronger than you thought. You hated going to that school, but you went anyway. And you stood there in the face of being bullied and all of that. You have proven to yourself that you, Marquay, are a survivor and that you are a strong person. Now, let me teach you what you need to know about Marquay. That's going to help you the rest of the way. You've probably had a couple of bad things happen to you somewhere in your 14 years that you ain't even told me about, right?
Yes, sir.
A few other bad things. We ain't got to get into it, but let's just say you've had some bad things happen to you, a lot more than you told me about. Now, of all those bad things that's happened to you and all them bad days you done had, Marquay, can I tell you something? You ready for this? I'm finna tell you about Marquay.
Yes, sir.
Your track record for surviving tough times, hardship, and bad days, your track record for survival is 100%.
Yes.
You have a 100% survival track record of everything you've gone through, you survived it. You 100%, Marquay. You ain't 60%. You ain't 75. You 100%. You've been as strong as you needed to be. You've been as hard as you needed to be. You've been as surviving as you needed to be. You 100%. So now let me ask you something. What would make you think that you can't finish the rest of it? Because God, see, he gives it to us in levels. He just gave you some stuff that maybe Sam didn't get, and then he gave you something that maybe Steve Harvey didn't get, and he gave you something that maybe President Obama didn't get, but he gave you something, and he gave it to you in levels. So you could learn that at 14, you didn't know one day you was gonna be at home on your computer and Steve Harvey was gonna pop up on your screen. You never saw that coming either, did you?
No, sir.
God did. And he gave it to you at levels. And now he sent me into your house, in your living room, to tell you this new piece of information about yourself so you can finish your life like you're supposed to, because you're 14, you're a survivor, you're strong, man, and you done proved it. You proved it. The reason they bully you is because they're jealous. They see something in you that they don't see in themselves, and they trying to shake it out of you. That's all it is, man. I got bullied when I was growing up too, man. It ain't last long, but I got bullied. You know, we hood boys, so you know, you can't.
It is what it is.
Yeah, my daddy sent me back out there to fight. It wasn't no, they went with me. They were pushing me down. They pushed me down. Go push their ass down. You're a survivor. You're strong, man, and you've improved it, man. And you're gonna be just fine. And that's how you be great. You become great by surviving it and being able to prove it to people. And you've done it, man. You've done it. Hey, man, what's your favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show is Chicago Med, Chicago Fire, and Chicago PD. And my favorite actor from Chicago PD is LaRoyce Hawkins.
Really? Why?
Like he just inspired me to just do more, and he motivates me a lot.
Really? Okay. Well, let me see. Let me see what I could do for you.
How we doing?
What's up, man?
How we doing, big bro? Everything all right?
Yeah, what's up, soldier?
I can't complain. Mark Way, what's up, big bro?
What's up?
You all good, man?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. I heard you big Chicago PD fan, dog. I appreciate that energy, bro. That means a lot.
Yeah, you motivate me a lot. I want to be an actor myself.
You want to be an actor?
Yes, sir.
Man, well, let's claim that, man. Man, you acting, man. You look like an actor to me.
Hey, Hawkins, man, what would you say to him as a young man that's inspiring to get into the field you in? What advice would you give a young Mark Quay?
Man, Mark Quay, the first thing I want to tell you, my friend, is that your faith has to be stronger than your feelings, especially in this industry, man. In this field, they'll tell you that you're not handsome enough. They'll tell you you're not talented enough. And you know this, big bro, they tell you that you don't got it when you know that you were born with it. But your faith is what's going to continue to allow you to keep trying each and every day to make sure that you go into those rooms and that you're studying the craft, that you're going to make sure those dreams come true no matter what. That's what the faith part is. And if your faith is stronger than your feelings, bro, you can go a very long way in this field. Steve, you know this too, big bro. It's a lot of empty vessels in this business. Empty vessels. Yeah. And Mark Quay, it's important. We don't need no more empty vessels, little bro. We don't need no more. So I advise you also to be intentional about who you tell stories for and why. You know, as an actor, when I'm working, I wake up every morning at 5 o'clock, not to act, but to add balance. You know what I'm saying? I wake up to add balance because I know that the way that I approach my character or the way that we tell certain stories can inspire people, can motivate people, can educate people. And so, you know, it's important as an artist for you to hold that responsibility close, Mark Quay. You hear me, bro?
Yeah.
That's one of the most important parts, man. We don't need no more empty vessels, dog. We need you to come in, getting it cracking for the kingdom, bro.
Yeah.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
For the kingdom.
See, that's slick, man. I love this moment right here. Hey, and listen, man. Hey, LaRoyce, man.
Yes, sir.
I've been telling you, man, been watching what you're doing. And I know in Harvey, Illinois, man, you do a lot for so many different foundations up there. You're always reaching out up there.
Appreciate that.
To help you keep supporting whatever causes you want to do. Marjorie Harvey Foundation going to give you $10,000 and you put it wherever you want to put it, man. Make it work.
Ooh, come on, big bro. We about to get it cracking like chap lips with that.
Yeah, I know you will. And then you are also,
that means so much from the heart.
I know. And you're also a very, very special friend of mine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Root to the good.
Appreciate that, T. Appreciate that. Yeah. Keep it tight for me, man. Hey, stay right there. I appreciate it. Hey, man, thanks for dropping in.
Anytime. Anything for you. Anything for you, big bro. Thank you.
Mark Quay, tell Mr. Hawkins how much you appreciate it.
I appreciate you so much, sir. Thank you for joining.
Man, nothing but love, Mark Quay. I'll meet you at the top, big dog.
All right.
Hey, thanks a lot, Leroy.
Thanks a lot.
Appreciate you, man. Let me meet Sam for a minute, man. Let me talk to Sam. Sam, tell me a little bit about yourself, man, and how we met.
Man, listen, we met 6 years ago on the Steve Harvey show when you were filming in Chicago, and it was a Mother's Day special. Mm-hmm. And on the show, you said, listen, we have not found anyone because me and my twin sister had been adopted and never met our biological family. We came back after the break and you said, I'm just kidding. Your biological mother is here. Eleanor, come on out. And she walked out. And then you said, and your siblings are here. And they came on out, man. And I'm going to tell you, that moment, one, it changed my life. I went from 2 families to 4 families. And then 2, it launched a movement where churches all around the country started bringing me in. I mean, I'm talking about 30, 40,000 member churches to tell this story, and thousands, if not millions by this time have been impacted with the message that launched from this movement, that God can do the impossible. He can do the incredible. And then one of the largest book publishers in the country signed me to a book deal, and I wrote the book about it. It's called A Greater Story, that when your story connects to God's story, it leads to a greater story. And I mean, I really just wanted to come and say thank you. From your show, from your moment, a movement was launched and millions of people have been saved and impacted.
I didn't know that. I had no idea about that. That's really, really good, man.
Yeah, life-changing. So your face has been in churches all around the world by now.
That's good, man. I need that. Hey, man, and ask them to pray for me too, because I need all of that.
I got you.
Hey, man, let me ask you a question, man. How'd you come up with the title of the story? How does that connect me? Do you want what would you ask me if you could ask me something?
Man, I would say this. Our message to members all around the world is that when your story connects to God's story, it leads to a greater story. That's what the book is about. That's what the concept is about, helping people navigate their life. My question for you is that during COVID-19, as everything is crazy and coming out of this, the economy is crazy and people have lost jobs, people have lost their families. What would you tell them that they can do to connect their story to God's story, even in this moment, as you have?
Wow. Well, you know what, man? I think the best way for me to do it is what I've always done. I tell people all the time, just like I've heard old people say to me 1,000 times, you can't have a testimony without a test. You can't tell nobody about nothing that you don't know about. See, Marquay one day gonna be able to tell some boy about what it feels like to get bullied and then how to overcome and turn F's into A's. He gonna tell them, man, how it felt to be like there was no hope and all of a sudden hope showed up. Jeremiah one day gonna have a story to tell a person where I grew up in the hood too, man. I didn't have no father. I didn't have this and I ain't that, but I went to Morehouse College, man.
That's
I'm
right.
a doctor now. I went through a bunch of tests and I got tested again in college and I got tested in junior high and high school and you got tested without knowing your biological parents. And I now have a testimony. My testimony is about all of my tests. And the way you connect it is, see, when you think about God and the Bible and the stories of God's miracles, you see people throughout all the biblical era. That's why they wrote this Bible, man, so we could identify with them. Because I don't care what you're going through, if you pick up that Bible, there's a similar story.
That's right.
Just as rough and usually rougher than your story. And you can read the Bible and find stories where you go, wow, that reminds me of me. And now you take that comparison of what happened in the biblical days and compare it to what happened to you in the current situation. And then you gel them two together and you turn it out and you have a new story. Now, let me tell you what happened to me, how I overcome. See, the reason what makes me an effective motivational speaker, the reason I know how to tell somebody how to get over is because I've been under. How I know how to tell somebody how to get up, because I've been down. How I can tell somebody how to win, because I done lost a whole bunch of time. See, I done lost more times than I done won. Y'all just don't read about it. Michael Jordan has taken 900 some basketball games. He's taken hundreds of game-winning shots. Michael Jordan ain't made but 143 of them. But they don't write about all his misses. They show you the highlights. They show you his makes. And so see, what we do in the end, man, is we take, Sam, our life and our trials and tribulations that we're going to. We gain strength and encouragement from the lessons that was learned through the Bible, because the Bible is there to give us guidance and comfort and leadership and security and a presence. He's a very present help in the time of trouble. And we take those two stories, and then when we go out, we have a story to tell. Because the Bible said this happened to us, and now look at us now. And all three of y'all can have a story to tell. You're writing it right now.
Yeah.
See, you just ain't got enough for a book yet. But see, Sam, how old are you, Sam?
31.
See, he got enough for a book. See, I'm 63. I got enough for a book, a movie, a set of encyclopedias. I can set up, hey, dog, they ought to do a Steve Harvey biopic, Steve Harvey life, movie, a chronicle. Life and Times of Steve Harvey, better known as Wonder Love. Yeah, but see, I appreciate all y'all sitting in and listening to me on this thing, man. And I want to do something for all of you. So I'm going to start with. Let me start with you, Jeremiah. 17. You're going to Morehouse.
Okay.
And I understand you got great grades. They gave you a full scholarship?
Yes, sir.
And so this is what we're going to do for you. I kind of heard that you need a computer.
Yes, sir.
Can't be a doctor without a computer. So we're going to get you a new computer. I'm going to do that for you.
Thank you.
We also, since you got a full ride, that's going to pay for room and board. We're going to give you, Stephen Marjorie Harvey Foundation going to give you a book scholarship. We're going to pay for all your books. And I got a little special surprise for you, man. We heard about you, and we have this wonderful woman that works with us. Her name is Alicia Wilson, and she heard about you. And she made some phone calls. And you're in the Baltimore area?
I'm actually in Atlanta.
Atlanta? Well,
yes.
We're going to change all that. Don't worry about that. For 1 week, we are sending you to Johns Hopkins Hospital.
Wow.
In Baltimore. And you are going to follow around for 1 entire week, sun up to sundown, the head surgeon.
Whoa. Okay.
So
Thank
you, brother, gonna find out what it's really like.
Wow. For
a whole week. It's gonna be one of the greatest experiences of your young life, man. And I really want to thank Alicia Wilson, man, who really made this happen, because this is game changing, man. This is how you get to see your dreams up close. All right, so we're gonna do that for you. So you sit tight for a minute, man.
Yes, sir.
Also, Marquay, I got a little something else for you. I know you've been bullied at this school, and I know you about got sick of that. And so we made some phone calls, and we found out some important information that might help you really stay on track with them A's and B's you got. Because when you do go back to school, Marquay, here's the surprise. You've been accepted at the Cristo Rey Jesuit High School. You have been accepted. You won't be going back to your old school, brother.
Wow.
You're going to a brand new high school. You're going to Cristo Rey Jesuit High School. We found out you've been accepted. And here go the magic, man. We are going to pay, the Stephen Marjorie Harvey Foundation is going to pay your first year's tuition, and we're going to pay for your uniforms. So you don't need no money, man. We got you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Also, to both of you, Marquay and Jeremiah, we're inviting both of you to our mentoring camp this year that we do down in Atlanta, Georgia. We're going to bring you in for the mentoring camp. We're going to give you a computer too, Marquay. Make sure you got your computer right. That book you got behind you, Sam?
Yeah.
We first of all going to invite you to be a speaker, one of the keynote speakers at my mentoring camp, because I got to have you come tell this story, man.
Steve.
Yeah, you got to come speak. And check this out. We're going to buy 500 of your books.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, we're going to put you on the bestseller list, pimp.
Come on, Steve.
Yeah, just like that. We're gonna get you gold. You got to work the rest of the way to get it platinum. Gold. Also, I want to thank Acorns, because Acorns is going to be donating $200 to each one of your families to start an investment fund. Also, we want to thank our good friends at Chick-fil-A for the wonderful work we do with our mentoring program. We're at that ranch every year down in Atlanta. We want to thank our great partners at Coca-Cola. And we also want to thank a very special program called Advancing Black Pathways. So I want to thank LaRoyce Hawkins from Chicago PD today. Really want to thank you, Sam Collier, man, for just being a great story, man, and for going around all them churches and keeping my face in them churches, man. I appreciate that. So I think I've covered everybody. Let me see. I got Jeremiah Knox taken care of, got him all done and squared away. Got Marquay all squared away. Going to that new school up in there, Quay. Going to that big, yeah. And then Marquay, this is what's going to happen. I want you to get Jeremiah's number, and I want you to get Sam's number, and I want, see Jeremiah, you 17, he 14. You at a level he ain't. I want you to help walk him to your level.
Yes, sir.
And then Sam, I want you to get their numbers and walk both of them to your level.
Yeah, let's go.
See, that's how this works. So
Let's
I
go.
got everybody taken care of, man. I thank y'all for joining me. This is really big, man. It's really, and can I be honest with you, man, this helps me out a lot too, because I was trying to figure out what could I do during this time for COVID and do something effective, man. And, you know, everybody, Steve, come on, tell some jokes on our site now. I really wasn't feeling all that. But when we came up with the idea to do some mentoring, I said, yeah, I'll do that. So thank y'all, man. I hope you all enjoy your prizes and your surprises. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace. Cleveland Browns, baby. Yeah. Cleveland Browns in the building.
Thank you so much.
All right, y'all.
Great job.